Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Kajigawatts. If you've never heard of me, which I'm assuming you haven't because I am completely new to this, hi, I'm Kajigawatts. Otherwise my friends call me Joe, so that's good. I'm Joe. Glad to meet you. Yep. Anyway, so I was on YouTube these past couple of days. Oh, by the way, I'm Australian. If you heard why I just said YouTube, that is I will admit. That is the one thing in our language I think sounds a bit weird. Okay, so, the other day I was on, I think, YouTube, for a while, and then I came across these really interesting, life stories, and I just thought, wow, these guys, this really interests me, and that just inspired me to start a channel. Well, my channel's not gonna be based around this stuff, but it inspired me to make life stories on a channel. And I reckon that would be the best thing for a first video. So, without further ado, what is today's story? Well, it's a bit of a complicated one. But, once upon a time, I had this so-called friend, alright? And I take friend very, very lightly, because near the end, I hated the guts out of him. But basically, I was apparently caught, quote-unquote, cyberbullying this little child, right? And it's hard to, I wouldn't call it cyberbullying because you're about to hear all the things that he's done in my life, and also, I'm just glad to be telling you people this because it's something very close to me, and yeah. Sorry if you would, support with a like, subscribe if you're that bold, or dislike if you think I'm a twat on a computer. So, once upon a time, I was in, what do you guys call it? Middle school? I think it is. It's like primary school for us. It's like the little baby child school before high school for us. I don't know, it's Australian logic, but, I was in grade 5-ish, and then this, kid, he comes to school with, turns out he has, this heart condition with him, and it's just like, oh yeah. So, me being me, I'm actually quite a nice person, right? I mean, I like to say, but probably not. I'm probably a terrible person. But, he comes to school, and then he has a heart condition, so I'm like, okay, well, he has a heart condition, poor kid, I will befriend him, because, me trying to do the right thing at the time, I was, trying to befriend everyone, because also I didn't have many friends at the time. So, when I, made friends with him, yeah, it was pretty normal to start with, and, we are actually kind of good friends. And then, that went on for about a year before things started to get a bit odd. This kid was starting to become obsessed with me. It was really, really weird. And, I think what makes that really weird is the fact that I couldn't get away from him. I would move somewhere, he'd follow me, and I would always be with this kid. And it's just really annoying because I couldn't escape him. He just kept following me everywhere. And I don't know if it's because I was his only friend or if because he just really felt like annoying the shit out of me. But it started going on like that for the next 3 years or so, and I couldn't escape this kid. But about 2 years into our friendship, I started going to his house, which big mistake right there. There was a whole separate story to this part of it, but long story short, he was basically just really annoying. His family was complete control freaks, and it just, he annoyed the shit out of me, because he kept trying to show off all the time. He was one of those people that would try and one-up you every single time, no matter what you did. And he was incredibly greedy. Once we ordered a Subway sandwich, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll have a footlong. And my mum was like, are you sure? Because, you don't look like you can finish a footlong. And then I was like, yeah, let's just get a footlong. So we get a footlong. And then we give it to him. He only eats about maybe a 1/6 of the sandwich and just leaves the rest and says, oh yeah, I'll eat it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes along, never eats it. That was just a dick move right there, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why, but that really annoyed me. Anyway, so, our relationship goes on like that for about 4 or 5 years or something dumb like that. It was so long. And then I think just last year this happened, actually. It was beginning of this year, but it was the end of our relationship finally happened. But here's how. Me and my friends decided that we were going to have a late night chit chat on Skype about 1 a.m. in the morning, and, we started talking about the usual things like Aston Martins, computer parts, what games you're into and everything, but, then, as a joke, because all my friends hated this kid too, it wasn't just me. As a joke, I added him to the Skype conversation. I was like, oh guys, it's your favorite person, ha ha ha. And literally all I said was made a joke about him being a witch or something, burn him at the stake, which I suppose, would be a bit offensive, but I mean, compared to the kid and that, I don't know which one wins here, but, and then everyone started being like, oh no, get him out. It's like, why the fuck would you do that and everything, and then turns out, because he wasn't on at the time, but it turns out his dad, the little control freak that he is, actually monitors his internet usage, and he can see what people are saying to him and saying back. So then, the next day, I go throughout my day normally, but I come home, and my dad's like, so-and-so's dad just called me and said that you were cyberbullying this kid. And a bit of a backfill, my school does not tolerate bullying at all, and I am not, hands down, I'm saying I am not a cyberbully or a bully in general. Those people are the lowest of the lows kind of people. I don't like those people. They should go fuck themselves, but our school does not tolerate it, and no matter what I would have said if the school found out, I would have just been done. They would have seen it just as cyberbullying and get me straight out of the school, because in our school, if you do that, you're just kicked. You're just kicked out of the school. It's really friggin' strict school. I don't know why I go to it, but, so that could have happened. And his dad actually ended up threatening the school and saying, I could do this to the school. And then, at this point, I'm getting really freaked out, tensions are high. And then, it was so anticlimactic, because our whole family was, stressing out and everything. Even though it was the stupidest little thing they said. And then, literally the next day, nothing happened, and my so-called friend left the school, and we never saw them again. And that was pretty much it. Just a little crazy life story. If you liked the video, please do thumbs up. That was intense, that moment of my life. But, if you didn't like it, please feel free to hit that dislike button, but subscribe if you're a legend. If you're a legend, you'd subscribe. Just saying. Anyway, share the video if you enjoyed. Love your faces because you're awesome for sitting through my crap. And I will see you next time if you're around. Goodbye.